How you doing?
Good.
Around about what sphere would you need to be in to have the identity of your soulmate truthfully revealed to you, do you think?
In the spirit world, normally that happens around the fifth sphere of the spirit world. It's not so much where you need to be, it's what state you need to be in as to when it's revealed to you. You see, for many of us have a lot of emotional injuries about having something determined for us. And when you think about it, it's the soul, which is the complete soul, that has free will, not each half. All right? God gave free will to the complete unit, right? So if one half of the soul is really progressing and draws the other half into their life, the other half may think, I don't want to be drawn into their life. Why do I keep getting drawn into their life? Or, well, it's their soul that's drawing them together, their own soul, and they just don't realise that, you see. And so we can't actually say that the two halves of the soul have complete independent free will. It's the complete soul itself that has free will. That's independent of every other being on the planet and in the universe, and even independent of God's will. That's what free will is. It's the complete independence. But it's the complete independence of the entire soul, not its two halves. So, in terms of when you would find out about who your soulmate is, that completely depends upon whether you're opening up the half of your soul towards the other half. In other words, opening up this electronic, if you like, or this magnetic connection between the two halves. If you open it up, and the way it's opened up is emotional, it's not opened up in any other way. Once you start opening it up, what happens is that your soulmate starts getting drawn to you, and at that point you're also usually able to know who your soulmate is. So you could be in the first sphere of the spirit world and learn who your soulmate is. Or you might be a celestial spirit and first learn who your soulmate is. There's many spirits who have become celestial spirits and who didn't know who their soulmate was until after then. Right? So it just depends on whether that part of your soul has opened up or not. Now obviously it needs to be open before you become one with God. So there's many seventh sphere spirits, I should clarify, who haven't found out who the soulmate is, but by the time they enter the celestial realm, they do know who their soulmate is. And the longings for your soulmate vary too, by the way. Obviously, if I have more emotional injuries towards the opposite gender and my soulmate happens to be a member of the opposite gender, how much of a longing am I going to have for my soulmate? Not very much, right? But if I am very open and I've started to deal with a lot of my emotional injuries about the opposite gender, I'm going to be much more open to understanding, oh, that person is my soulmate. So it just depends on my emotional openness, and we'll talk about how to emotionally open that part of your soul to the gender that is your soul mate.